Hello guys, this is Lana, a realtor investor. Today we're talking about Black Lives Matter and this movement. Everybody knows that I manage properties and some of tenants are black. And I would like to tell you, it's true that they are good tenants, they're very responsible, they pay on time, they don't have any problems, no troubles, nothing. That's why I would like to support them. And I opened this website, but take a look. When you open Black Lives Matter website, you automatically you go to this website, Act Blue. It means instead of supporting black communities, you're supporting Democratic Party. It's crazy. It's just misleading. Because on website it says you pay money, you donate money, you donate or fund movement, but actually all money goes to support Democratic Party. Is it legal to mislead people? It's crazy. But actually, how can we solve this problem? I wasn't born in the US, that's why I don't know the roots all these problems, because we can open official website, poverty rate by race, ethnicity, and we can take a look. But in some areas, poverty rate among black people, 36%. That's crazy. So the most poorest people are black and Hispanic. And another problem is criminal rate. Criminal rate is crazy as well among the same black and Hispanic. So poor people, poverty, and criminal are the same problem. That's why how can we solve this problem? And I can add link to this website. You can to this article. You can read it. It's about black on black crime rate. You can take a look. New perspective in policing. The police and public disclosure on black violence, and you can read it and you can find out and you can read about roots of this problem and how to solve it. Do you have any ideas how to solve this problem, how to help people, except this website? Because this website is created to fund Democratic Party. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Maybe we can increase education, people can get more jobs, different jobs or high-paid jobs, and of course we can promote good moral values, reading books, yes, instead of watching different stupid shows. Maybe some education required as well, necessary as well. So and let's listen to this lady, okay, about movement.
Killed execution style while pumping gasoline into his patrol car. A crime that has led to new complaints about the anti-police rhetoric we have been hearing, in particular from some of these Black Lives Matter protests. But law enforcement officials are not the only ones questioning the movement now. Earlier this week, a Marine vet took to YouTube with a message that quickly got national attention.
This Black Lives Matter movement only promotes racism, and now they're encouraging black people to go kill white people because they want white people to feel what we felt 400 years ago. All lives matter. That police officer that got killed by that black man because that black man listened to what y'all was saying by going out and killing white people. That police officer's life mattered. That 9-year-old girl in Ferguson, Missouri that got shot in the head while she was doing her homework in a drive-by shooting that none of y'all protested, her life mattered. Then y'all slander me, y'all call me Uncle Tom and all that type of stuff, how whatever. Man, check this out. I had drill instructors in boot camp that had better insults than y'all. The reason why I have a lot of black supporters, I'm telling you the God honest truth. The reason why I have a lot of black supporters is because black people can't accept the truth about themselves. Black people admitting to the truth is like them snitching on themselves. And black people have this no snitching rule. They gonna deny till they die. Y'all only teaching black people to hate white people. And now y'all encouraging black people to throw their lives down a drain by taking away somebody else's life? Sad. I'm gonna pray for y'all.
Joining me now, the young Marine you just saw, Michael Whaley. Michael, thank you so much for being here. What a powerful message, and I want to start by saying you're 27 years old, you're a father yourself, and in the wake of you posting this video, you've gotten severe pushback. What kind of messaging are you receiving?
I'm getting all types of messages from everybody. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So everybody's entitled to their own opinions of freedom of speech. So they can say hateful stuff towards me. Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes the truth is bitter. It's not going to be sweet. And all I'm trying to do is just get the message out.
And
I love everybody. I love everybody. I love all y'all. I care about all y'all. If I didn't care about y'all, I wouldn't be here. I'm missing time away from my kids just to get this message out because I'm worried about my kids and your kids and the future. That's what matters. Their lives matter. All lives matter.
Why do you say in the video, why do you believe that the movement promotes racism? Because it says it's there to stop racism that it perceives on the part of law enforcement.
It doesn't. No, it only provokes racism. The reason why, because I'm putting the spotlight in Chicago because this goes out to the people in Chicago. I care about y'all because it's a lot of crime that goes on in Chicago every single day that doesn't get talked about in the mainstream media, and their lives matter. And it's too much killing that's going on. And the Black Lives Matter movement, they only protest when a white officer kills a black person. And to be honest, the mainstream media causes a lot of racism. They instigate it because in the mainstream media, they put white officer kills unarmed black man. It instigates racism. Now, if they would have put police officer kills unarmed civilian, you wouldn't know if that person was white or black. And 9 times out of 10, people that's watching probably wouldn't give a damn. Sorry for saying that. But I'm just being honest.
What do you mean about the no snitch rule? That was the first I'd heard something about that. This is your explanation for why you think black people in the inner cities don't speak up more about black on black crime?
The no snitching rule, you know for a fact, you probably heard of it before, so I know this ain't your first time hearing it. You heard the no snitch rule. That's been a no snitch rule.
Yeah.
It's like something
but in this
black
context, it was new.
Okay, but yeah, how it is that it's telling the truth. Like if black on black crime happens every day, so if a black person go kill another black person, they gonna deny till they die. They not gonna admit the truth, and some people don't like admitting the truth because they don't like that. Like it hurts me to say right there. It hurts me as a black man to say right there. I had to tell the truth about my own people, but I did it because I care about my people. Jesus' own people turned on him because he spoke the truth, and they had him crucified. But at the end of the day, he loved them. So I love every single one of y'all. And this violence that's going on has to be stopped. This racism that's going on has to be stopped because black people and white people, we're not enemies. We have somebody else that's behind closed doors that's actually pulling the strings, that's actually causing a lot of racism here in America. Look at Martin Luther King. Would Martin Luther King want people to ride in Ferguson? No, he would not. Would Martin Luther King want people to ride in Baltimore? No. Martin Luther King had a dream. Now it's time for us to turn that dream into a reality. I don't care if I die trying, but I'm gonna guess what? I got my kids that's gonna carry on my legacy. And if I can't make that dream happen, then they gonna make it happen. It starts with us. It starts with education. We need to be teaching our kids as growing up to overcome diversity, to accept criticism for all races, and to love one another, not because of the color of their skin. And the Black Lives Matter movement, they only instigate, they encouraging African Americans to throw away their lives for what? To take care for something that happened years ago that most white people this generation was not a part of, that they could not control.
Understood.
This history. Let's not look at the negative things in history. If we're going to look at the negative things, let's take those negative things and turn them positive, because history tends to repeat itself.
I got it.
I'm tired of it.
Michael, thank you.
So let's make a change to history. And I'm promoting this All Lives Matter movement because everybody's life matter, because I care about everybody. I love all y'all.
I hear you, and hopefully you won't receive any of hateful feedback. We appreciate you coming on, telling us your perspective tonight. All the best to you, and thank you for your service.
Oh, you're welcome.
What even media said about hate? He said the truth, more education. Okay, let's listen.
Frustrated with the violence in the black community, she posted this critique to her Facebook page. It has now gone viral. Take a look.
Last night I showed you how the left ate up
is
another
dead.
potential racial situation. Ended up being
You
a
say
racial
Black Lives Matter, her life matters. Police brutality, how about black brutality? There is real police brutality out there, I'll give you that. But night after night after night, on Channel 4, Channel 2, Channel 5, Channel 30, Channel 11, St. Louis Post-Dispatch, murder, 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 black on black murder. You think the police are out here for fun? You think they're out here for games? They're not going to tuck you in. They're not going to give you a cookie and sing you a lullaby and tuck you in.
Millions of views. That clip has gone viral, and its message is resonating all across America. Joining us now, the woman behind that video, Peggy Hubbard. Peggy, I wanted to reach out when I heard that and give you a big hug and say thank you, because we are seeing in every big city in America, we are seeing young people that have talent and ability, whose lives are being snuffed out. We don't know their names. We don't hear about their names. And it seems that we're a society that is obsessed with, Trayvon Martin, that case, Michael Brown, that case, and Freddie Gray in that case, but nobody wants to talk about the thousands of lives that are being lost in black-on-black crime. Why do you think there's an unwillingness to deal with this?
My take on it, Sean, is to acknowledge this is happening, they have to face their own reality. And they don't want to do that. On my way to the station for this interview, I just found out that a toddler was shot and killed in North St. Louis County, the same area that we just lost Jamila Bolton.
This is a
Another
9-year-old
child
girl who was
is
studying in her house,
Yes.
doing her homework.
Yes.
Peggy, one day on this program, when all of the Trayvon Martin stuff was going on and the president weighed in on it, I actually scrolled the names on the bottom of the screen of people we never heard of that were killed in Chicago. Dozens and dozens and dozens. Why do these groups focus on the few instances, and there are examples of police that do the wrong thing, and when that happens, they should go to jail. But why not the many? Where's the protest for the young girls like this 9-year-old girl? You never see that.
No, you don't. That's the problem. We want to glorify the criminals, the bad guys. We want to glorify them and give credence to their life.
Yeah. I was glad in the video.
What contributions did they make?
I was glad in the video. Now, you did use some very spirited language that we had to edit out for television.
Yes.
No, but you know what? It was effective. And I believe that we're all created by the same God, and we're not dealing with a problem. And then when anyone brings it up, if you happen to be white, oh, you're racist for even talking about it. It's no, because I care about people's lives. What is the reaction that you're getting to this viral video now?
I've been called Uncle Tom, Ancient Mama,
Good
the
grief.
white man's bed wench,
Good grief.
the white man's, pardon my French, but that's what I've been called. And it's not a black issue. This is not a white issue.
It's a human issue.
It's a human issue. It's an accountability issue. It's a responsibility issue.
Peggy,
That's what it is. They made this about race. This was never about race. This was about right and wrong.
well said. Peggy, stay right there. I want to bring in Milwaukee County Sheriff. Our friend David Clark is back on the program. Sheriff, I think Peggy is extremely courageous. I know you're courageous in what you do. If we love these kids and we want to save these lives, don't we first have to identify that there's a problem that nobody seems to want to talk about?
Without a doubt, Sean. First of all, Peggy, I'm proud of you. I got your back on this one. If things get too out of hand down there, too hot for you down in the St. Louis area, you give me a call. I'll get you some help down there. But very effective messaging. Peggy admits the reality of this whole thing. I've been saying it all along myself. It's the elephant in the room, Sean, as you know, that especially the liberal mainstream media does not want to acknowledge because it doesn't fit their false narrative about what's going on in the American ghetto. 75% of the problems of the black community are self-inflicted. Things like father-absent homes, things like drug and alcohol abuse, school failure to stay in the workforce. The other 25% are inflicted by the Democrat Party with their modern liberalism, which is conduct without borders. Okay, they reward underachievement, they make excuses for criminal behavior like black-on-black crime, and they blame everybody else for the problems that go on within our community. It's a message that our community needs to hear more of. The overwhelming majority of people that live in the American ghetto are good, law-abiding people, but their voice is silenced. We have to hear from the blowhards, and they're one-trick pony. All they can say is racism.
Well, you had an interesting message about if your own son or your child, Peggy, acted in a way and got caught doing something wrong and went to jail, what would you do? You had an interesting message there.
There's no secret. I put that on Facebook. our
What do you
child
think
decided
about this one?
that he was not going to follow the law. He decided he was going to go out, break the law, hurt people. And what does it say about me as a parent, and what does it say about my husband as a parent, that we would condone or allow our child to continue to break the law?
Yeah.
And we had to do the hardest thing that we had to do, and that was to turn them over to the police. That is the reality of it. And if we get enough people, enough parents to say, hey, you know, you have to be accountable for your actions. I had a young man on Facebook after the other show that I did.